So hey guys, today I'm gonna be sharpening my chainsaw with my Oregon hand file that I got. If y'all seen my other sharpening video I did a couple months back, y'all saw that I used my Stihl 2-in-1, but I got this for Christmas. So I'm gonna try this out and use it. It comes with all these like things you can use if you don't know what you're doing and what angle to get at. And then it comes with this little handle, which I don't really like using. I don't know. And then it comes with a flat file for your rakers and a flat file gauge that I'll show y'all here in a second. But yeah, so this is a 3/8, so I'm gonna be sharpening with the 3/8 file. So I'm just gonna get my marker. I'll just mark when you start. If y'all can see the Milwaukee, the stubby, I'm gonna be I don't have any lug nut or sockets big enough for my dad's lug nuts on my dad's truck, so I having to order a 22mm. So video coming on that in the future, or in the near future hopefully. So just line up the angle. It's kind of self-explanatory what the angle is. I've done it a lot. So I just like to get a good, and I just kind of make sure you got the angle. I like to run 3 or 4 times. Before I move on to the next tooth. I haven't sharpened this in a second, so I'm going to go about 4 times. But this, it gives you a nice sharp tooth, but you have to come back through and lower the raker. So it gets it pretty darn sharp. It also doesn't help that I ran through it with the metal. I'll have to show y'all here in a second. I was cutting and I wasn't paying attention to where my log ox was at, and I ran straight into my log ox. It didn't hurt anything, it just kind of dug a little bit into it, so that was not good, but it worked. Nothing got hurt, so it's all good. But I mean, it's pretty quick and easy. I can probably do both sides in like 6-7 minutes. So I'm gonna set y'all on a little bit of a time lapse while I do this, and then I'll get back with y'all. So now I'm gonna go through with the like the Raker file, and what you pretty much do is it goes and it just kind of sits on the raker. Kind of have to adjust it. It takes a second for me to figure out how to get it on. You just kind of run the file over it. Make sure it's not sticking above where it should. You just go through all the rakers and just make sure they're, just run it over it a few times, make sure they're not above where they should be. This doesn't take too long. And then you just have to go to the other side and make sure. And then I just like to. And then I'll go to the other side, like switch sides. So I'm on that side. And then I'll go through the rakers, but I'll just start on this side. Ooh, darn it. But yeah, so here in the future, I'm going to be coming up with a, well, not coming up, but I'm going to be doing a 6-month review on my performance belt. So that'll be pretty nice. And then I'm going to be doing some tool videos, and then I'm going to be doing some chainsaw videos and a 6-month review on my Echo. So I have a lot of good content, so if you're not already subscribed, make sure to go ahead and do that. Really helps out the channel. And like and subscribe and comment. I always like reading those comments. So yeah. But yeah, so I really like the doing it by hand every once in a while, just to make sure it's nice and sharp. Make sure it's not dulled out or anything. So I just go through and make sure I've done them all. So I've done them all. So now I just go to the other side and just do that. So I'm gonna cut back on when I'm done with that side. So I finished doing that side and that. So now I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of chainsaw maintenance and yeah. So I'm just gonna show y'all some things that I think are pretty darn cool. So I got this grease, Origin bar grease at Home Depot, or not Home Depot, Lowe's. So I'm just gonna lower y'all down. So if y'all can see, right there's a little hole, and you just have this grease right here, and you just take this grease. What I like to do is there's 2 little ports, so I go and I get one of my little picks, and I just come over here with my pick, and I just kind of clean out the hole, because what this is there's little things in here that spin around, and there's a little tip, and there's like a tip, and it helps the bar spin. So you just kind of oil those every once in a while. You just gotta kind of go through and get all the grit and gunk out of them. That way the the grease gets to them. I'm doing the same thing on this side. Just make sure the oil. So then I just kind of go, and then I'll come right here with the grease, and it says to give it like 3 to 5 pumps, so I give it about 9. No, I'm checking. And I just kind of put my hand, most of the time, and you kind of just want it until it kind of pumps out the side, and then I just like to kind of this side and do it. So yeah, and then I just get a cloth, then wipe this off. So I just come and get a paper towel and wipe the end off, make sure it's all clean, and then sometimes I take my finger and I just rub all the excess, and then I'll just kind of rub it where I look like there's been a little bit of wear, and just kind of where the paint or something's falling off, and I'll just kind of rub it on it, and sometimes it works. That way I'm not just putting everything to waste. That way I kind of use it a little bit. So that's how I do that, and it's worked out really good for me. And I've had it for about a month now, so I've had it for a good second. But it works really good for me. I mean, and then I just kind of cycle it through. Make sure it's, so as you can see, I mean then I'll come over here and set it. But I also want to show y'all something. Real quick that I think is pretty cool. So just put everything back up. So here is the Milwaukee Impact. As you can see, the stubby 3/8 drive. We'll be doing tests on this in the future. I'm thinking about doing like legit testing with this one and not just so-so testing. I'm thinking about getting some lag bolts or something and putting those in, but I don't know. So it's 3/8 drive. I got this last Saturday. You can see it's got the tri-LED lights, or they call it their natural, like whatever, something another. And it's just, I really like it. It's super. I haven't got to try it on anything. Well, except for my full tires, but those are only like 75 foot-pounds. So I haven't really got to try it yet, but from what I've tried it on, it works really good. Really good. And it seems like it's built. Also, I also got a M12 Die Grinder. So it's got 4 modes: 24,000 RPM, 10,000 RPM, 14,000 RPM, and like 20,000 RPM or something. And make all kind of attachments for the same. And it's really nice, actually. So yeah, those are some new Milwaukee stuff that I've got. Both fuel, so they're both brushless. So just comment down below what new Milwaukee stuff y'all want to see. So I'm gonna be doing a review on these 2 things coming up in the near future. I still have to get some attachments for this. I haven't got them quite yet, but they both are really nice. So yeah, so that's the new Milwaukee stuff that I've got. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day.